Hi, I'm Joshua Adams, the founder and CEO of Perspective Approach, a company dedicated to training teams and leaders. I'm often asked how we do this, and so here are the three main ways that we do. First, I speak. As a keynote speaker, I will come into your organization and discuss just about anything that you want. It could be training, it could be on communications and conflict resolution, accountability, standards, culture, honestly quite a bunch of different stuff. These speeches last anywhere from 15 or 20 minutes on the short end through an hour or more on the long end, or anywhere in between. I'll typically utilize a bunch of combat and war stories for the dramatic side of things. And I'm a nerd, so we might talk about history or Latin or Greek words, etymology, other ologies that most people have never heard of. And then I'm a dad. So I'm a father of 6, so there's going to be some dad jokes. There's oftentimes a pretty good streak of humor in there. Essentially, I'll work with the demographic. So whether I'm talking to a bunch of doctors and lawyers or a bunch of construction foremen or anything else, I'll adapt to what you need. Secondly, we do group trainings for teams and groups of leaders. And so I may work with an executive team or senior management down through a whole bunch of frontline supervisors. And the way that we do this is we show up to an organization, we might do an off-site, typically for about a 2-hour stretch, although we will do half-day or even multi-day trainings based on what it is you'd like to cover. We can talk about a la carte topics that your company is already working through, or we can go through the tactical leaders course or operational and strategic leaders course for those in positions of higher levels of management. Most of the time, the trainings are scheduled around 2 hours and will show up every 2 weeks or perhaps monthly, depending on what you would like. The third thing we do is coaching. And this is where I'll come in and I'll work one-on-one or perhaps one-on-two and really target in and customize the training and the teaching, the coaching for that individual. Oftentimes, the coaching session is anywhere from 45 minutes to 2 hours, but most of the time it's around an hour long. And we will key in, whether we're working with a bad news bear who's on his last strike or the top performer of the company. We will key in on what this person needs in order to excel and absolutely just knock it out of the park. We can do the coaching either in person or remotely. About half my clients are here in Utah, where I'm located, and the other half are not. Lastly, a few words on me. My father served in the Army, so most of my childhood I ended up moving all over the world, Alaska, Germany, and everywhere else. When I was a teenager, he was a bounty hunter, and so I did a lot of really unusual and orthodox things that most teenage boys don't get to do. And at 17, after leaving college early, I joined the Marine Corps. After getting shot and blown up a whole bunch of times in Iraq and Afghanistan, I was medically retired, and I moved to Utah to be close to family. I worked in a cabinet shop for a little while as a builder and delivery driver before founding Perspective Approach in 2017. I'm a husband, I'm a father to 6 kids with the whole spectrum of ages. We're happy all the time and we're tired all the time. I've served as an elder at my church, and I love to do firearms training and garden. So now you know a bit more about me and what we do here at Perspective Approach. If you're interested in a speaker for a keynote event, a trainer for your teams and your leaders, or a coach to really work one-on-one with somebody, please don't hesitate to reach out at perspectiveapproach.com. I would love to work with you, and remember, keep your shield to the left.